So Teofimo Lopez says he hates himself. You guys are not smashing the gas on him enough. But don't worry. I got you.
Push the weight and no flex. The live is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. No. What we're not going to do is we're not going to have a pity party for Teofimo Lopez. We're not doing that. He's a grown-ass man. He's a okay boxer, all right? He's a professional athlete. Although he's not the highest paid, he has more money in his bank account right now than the average Joe like you and I have. And we pay money to see these fighters become warriors in that ring right before our eyes and become legendary. And we pay our money to see that. We were willing to pay our money to see Teofimo prove that he was the best. And what did he do? He ain't played with me because I figured him out as soon as he started acting a fool. He played himself. And what does Drew Titan always tell you? Time reveals all truth, and a lie's nothing but the long way to the truth. And he's been found out. I already knew who he was, but he's been found out. Over the weekend, in case you missed it, if you've been under the rock, you say you're a boxing supporter, right? You're a boxing fanatic. Unless you was under the rock, Shakur Stevens got busy on him. Shakur smoked him out. It wasn't even close. And what you're seeing, although this is AI, is a direct result of Shakur with the pillow fist, the runner, right? Sound familiar? Put the beats on this kid and basically put him into a state of depression. Depression. Funny. Y'all know I'm going to go here. After a certain fighter lost, y'all said he was depressed. Y'all said he had PTSD. All I heard my young brother Devin say was, Allah's the perfect planner. And he actually went jogging the next day. Or a couple of days later. I ran into Oscar de la Hoya. He went home and went jogging. His eyes on the prize. What I didn't hear was Devin Haney do this.
This is an accomplishment within itself. Where do we take it now? We'll see, you know. Right now, I think for me, it's more so of healing this cut and just getting back to the drawing boards. See where we go, see if I move up, see what we do next.
Do you give yourself time to reflect and appreciate how well you've done so far in your career?
No, not at all. I hate myself for it, but...
Whoa. Wait a minute. Not win or lose, God gets the glory. I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. None of that. This head case, because that's what he is, said, I hate myself for it. This is what he said. These are his words, not mine. Whoa. Where the videos? Oh, he's done. He don't need to fight anymore. Get to your senior out of here. Because that corner work was horrible. I haven't seen any tweets. Well, I'm not on Twitter, but no one sent me any screenshots. I don't see anything. I don't see anyone saying, get rid of Teo Sr. I don't see anybody saying, aha, he looked like Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy Hearns. He let a pillow fist beat him up. I don't see any of that. I don't see anyone saying Teofimo's done. I don't see that. I don't see anyone saying he's depressed. The kid just said, no, he's a grown-ass man. I got to stop calling these dudes kids. They're grown with children. He said, I hate myself for it. I'll bring it back for you. You missed it.
Not at all. I hate myself for it, but it's part of it. It's just part of the life.
No, it's not.
I appreciate it.
I don't
Now, the person conducting the interview is saying, we appreciate you. I know it's human for you to be sympathetic towards an athlete when things don't go their way. But let me be very clear. I don't know who's conducting this interview. The mic says stomping or whatever it is. I don't know if they're going to flag me for this, but I'm going to put this out anyway. And if they demonetize this, I'm leaving this video up so you can see it. Let me say this. There's no way in the world, if you follow boxing, that you did not know what Teofimo's been saying about black people. There's no way you didn't know that. Pity party for Teofimo Lopez, not this way. If you're going to fight, keep fighting, dude. That's what you decided to do. I'm not concerned about how you grew up. To be very honest, I'm not concerned about how any fighter grows up. Back in the day, if you were black and came out from, if you're a black American fighter, you had to come from the inner city, from the mean streets or wherever. That was our story. We had to grow up in the projects, in poverty, where ignorance is celebrated. That's why I don't like Devin Haney, because that's not his story. And when I see grown men identifying with these wannabe thugs who didn't grow up like that, but have that persona, when I see these grown men talking about, I identify with Tank Davis and things of that nature. You identify what he's doing now? He's out on bail or bond or whatever. He's still got to answer that charge. Y'all know how I do. I still got questions. Is he fighting or not? That's all I want to know. But back to Teo. I'm not letting him off the hook. And there's no sympathy this way.
Appreciate it. That's why.
Oh, sure.
I don't. I think that I get butchered, and I think God punishes me a lot.
Whoa! You think God punishes you a lot? You think? You think? Why do you think he's punishing you? Why do you think so? I'm going to let him keep talking.
For it, so I'm just a punching bag to that. So,
wow! You're the victim now. You're the victim?
one day I'll get, maybe one day, but not yet.
We appreciate you though, brother.
Not yet.
These guys appreciate you too.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just never got my fair share. I never did.
Are you kidding me? You never got your fair share? Wow.
Not once, man.
Not once did he get his fair shake. That's what he just said. Can you believe this, demon? He said, I never got my fair shake, not once. Are you kidding me, Teofimo? You gotta be kidding me. Let the record show. Let me take y'all back to what he said in 2018. Listen carefully.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Let me remind you, Johnny come latelys. You know what he was talking about? And this is what I'm saying. These guys, they say the quiet part out loud. They say the quiet part out loud. Let me remind you guys who have selective memory. Let me remind you. What that was 2018. Basically, here's a short version. Basically, he was in cahoots. He was fighting on ESPN under the WBO banner. And then he mentioned the WBC. There was supposed to be a tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, he pulled out of the tournament or whatever have you. But the play that he spilled was he was in cahoots, the WBO and the WBC, to basically freeze Devin Haney out. That's what that was. That's what that was. Okay? That's what that was. He said the quiet part out loud. And what happened was he got a Lomachenko fight in which I supported him in. And he won. And I appreciated that. I appreciated that. Because I thought Lomachenko was a full-blown marketing scheme. And I didn't appreciate it. And I thought Teofimo had the talent to compete with Loma. And as fate would have it, not only did he have the talent to win early rounds, Loma, he did have a shoulder injury. He did. But Teofimo bagged enough rounds, and we was coming out the pandemic when this happened, to win. And he became unified with that fight. The problem was the franchise status was exchanged. Now, what's the franchise status for you Johnny-come-latelys? Teofimo will tell you that it was what did he say? A super belt. It wasn't a super. It was a franchise. It was a new concept, in the words of Mauricio Sillyman. Where you can move up and down in weight, but you don't lose the status. And they made it in the form of a belt, which was a mistake. But it was done on purpose. I'm saying it was a mistake, but it was done on purpose. And the big thing was it was not transferable. You had to request it. The WBC votes on it, and they say yay or nay. The first franchise champion was Canelo Alvarez. I'm not even going to get into that. The second one was Vasily Lomachenko. Then they got a third one at one of these like straw weights or something. But I'm focused on Loma because Loma was supposed to fight Devin Haney. He ducked him with a franchise status. That's a fact. Look it up. Devin gets the real WBC strap. Loma vacates the real strap. Devin ends up with it. And instead of telling Loma, yo, you wrong for ducking Devin, they start calling Devin Haney the email champion. Well, who sent the damn email? Loma did. But there's nothing you could do about it at that time. Because then he said, the lesser two evils, I could beat Teo. But that didn't work out. Teo beat Loma. Then the belt was transferred in the ring. And I said, I thought that belt wasn't transferable. Then Teo started running around saying, I'm undisputed. I said, no, you're not. Everyone said, no, you're not, buddy. You're not undisputed. Devin has the real belt. Go get that belt. But as you can hear, in 2018, he told y'all he was going to freeze Devin out. He told y'all this. He told you. He said it. He meant it. And he made good on it. That's okay. You don't believe me? Just give me 1 second. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Since y'all, you know, because I just make things up. I'm giving y'all this work because I don't see enough work. I don't see enough work on Teofimo Lopez. I'm not letting him get away with this. No, sir. No, sir. So here's what we're going to do. Here we go. Pay attention. Teofimo, let me ask you. I'm sorry.
I'm just excited because now everything, all the roads lead to a bigger fight between me and Haney. Can you say, yep?
A bigger fight to Haney?
Makes sense now, right? Yeah.
Does it?
Has momentum, right?
Does it?
Got motion, right?
I'm asking you, does it?
But you gotta answer my question.
No, I'm asking you though.
I know, and then I asked you.
No, but I asked you first.
And then
That's me talking to him. Let me bring it back. I kind of messed that up. Let me bring this back. Teo's plan on Devin Haney. Need you to listen. This is why I'm doing this video. Teofimo, let me ask you a question. What exactly happened with you and Devin Haney when that was brought to your attention?
It don't matter because we got Shakur Stevenson next.
It don't matter, so he didn't want to answer. I was clearly talking about him ducking the $11 million that Turkey Al-Sheikh offered him to fight Devin. After this man said he never made $1 million. Turkey Al-Sheikh said, I got 11 of those things for you. But let's proceed.
Man, honestly, I'm just excited because now all the roads lead to a bigger fight between me and Haney. Can you say, yep?
A bigger fight towards Haney?
Makes sense now, right?
Yeah. Does it?
Has momentum, right?
Does it?
Got motion, right?
I'm asking you, does it?
But you gotta answer my question.
No, I'm asking you though.
I know, and then I asked you.
No, but I asked you first.
And then I said it makes motion.
Motion? So this is a part of your major plot. This is a part of your plot. Put off Devin, fight Shakur, and spin the block and go back to Devin. You saw that look he got? He just looked to his right. You saw that? Look at it again. Saw that?
Motion, right? Got motion.
Saw that? Saw that? Saw that?
Got motion, right?
He just thought I just put the idea in his head. I played this dude like a fiddle. Devin Haney was never the plan.
All right, thank you guys.
Got motion.
So I was getting to him and they shut it down.
What else? Everybody good?
I go to talk to Eddie Hearn. They put the cameras back up and start talking to him again. So I go back over there. At the time, the WBC strip bud, you know, the $300,000 fee or whatever. And he said, F it, take your belts, I'm retiring anyway. I already beat Canelo and was undisputed at 68. So he was asked about that. And then he says this.
Regardless of whether Mauricio didn't want to or not, he did not pay for the sanctioning belt. So by default, he got stripped, so it became unified. If they could do it with me with my super WBC belt.
It's the franchise belt he's talking about. It's not a super belt. It was the franchise.
Then why not? And I paid for that sanctioning belt.
So by default, was you undisputed at 35? No, I was asking a question. You was never undisputed, motherfucker. Devin had the belt, and that's where it was going. When I went back there to answer the question, they hustled him off again.
Tio.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys.
Tio, what were your thoughts of the Lamont Roach and Pitbull?
How was he really undisputed? Take a look. Take a look. I don't have to lie to anybody. He loses to Kambosos. And I'm going to show y'all something. Here's why I'm doing this video. There's no pity for this guy. All he had to do was win.
We just get a Haney Kambosos. Who you think wins that fight, brother?
Oh, fuck. No, it's a made fight for Haney. Yeah.
It's a made fight for Haney. How?
In what way? What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
The whole shit was a scheme, bro.
So you lost to Kambosos in the fight you were supposed to win. You made up lies and excuses about your throat collapsing, right? That happened. You lost. All you had to do was win. And y'all know he's been shady and fugazi. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Sandor Martin, Nakatani, George Kambosos. Y'all know he's shaky. But y'all make excuses for him. He fights his level of competition. No, that's who he is. But I said, okay, just fight your contemporaries, like I've always been saying. But here's what happens when he fights his contemporaries. He either looks shaky in a win or he loses. The names that I mentioned, we didn't even know Sandor Martin was his contemporary. We didn't even know Nakatani was his contemporary. He won those by the skin of his teeth. I'll give him Loma. But Shakur smoked him. But keep listening. Because now it's a made fight for Haney. Now he's pointing fingers and blaming the system. The system that was rocking with him in 2018. The system that changed the rules in real time with the franchise status because it wasn't transferable. As soon as he beat Loma, they gave him the belt. They changed the rules for him. The system was in his favor. Now it's a made fight for Haney. Listen to what this clown says.
They had DAZN. I was on the DAZN platform. They gave it to Kambosos because they knew what I was going to do with it.
What? So you really think you beat Kambosos? You didn't get the nod. He won. But if you had beat George, what do you mean? What you was going to do with it?
They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop him. Then it's a longer process for Devin to become, quote-unquote, undisputed.
Whoa!
It's kind of pretty before it gets started.
Just let them talk. Now, if you are a Lopez fan or a racist Latin fan, you agree with everything that he's saying, but what you're not is a supporter of the sport, because this is disgusting. I want you to understand, I rooted for Teofimo once upon a time. I knew who he used to compete against and where he came up out of. He didn't win everything, but he was there. He admitted, I think, to Akim Barak, he couldn't catch these kids, the ones around him. He was talking about Devin and Shakur and Tank. He couldn't catch up to them. So he got good footwork, but you know what he's not? He's not the people he talks about, black people. So because you can't move like us, you shame us. But guess what? You can't shame greatness. And it showed Saturday. Listen to this hating ass dude.
It's all a game, man. They pay that shit.
Isn't it gonna be tough to win in Australia though? Like if it's a setup, isn't it when they set it up in America, not Australia, where why
everything's already made.
So now everything's fixed. It wasn't fixed for you, but everything's fixed for Devin?
It's everything. I had to see that for myself. So they already knew who won before they even fucking announced it. Dude,
you got dropped in the first or second round. Your eye got cut. You almost knocked George out late in the fight. He persevered, and he came back and won the last round of the fight. From what I remember, he beat you, dude. You blew it.
See the tapes.
Hey, Tio, what advice would
And this is the most important part right here. Listen to this.
you give Dev though on what he's got to do in the ring with Kambosos?
Fuck Buffalo.
There you go. There you go. There you go. But I got a lot of more. Hold on. Hold on. It got so bad. It got so bad that this was old boy. Remember this?
That's what you're trying to say.
It's cool, man. Just ask me the questions.
In the lead up to the fight, you said if they want the black fighters, they can keep them. Why'd you say that?
Huh?
If you want the black fighters, they can keep them. Remember he said this? Now listen to what he said.
Why?
It's just a biased part of what I'm seeing in our field. That's it. Because
a biased part in our field. The WBO has a no black fighter board where they take all other ethnicities, and if they can get a fan base behind these ethnicities with these fighters, the one thing they do is they avoid black fighters. That was confirmed by the late, great Cameron Duncan. I play it on my show all the time. As a matter of fact, we ain't gonna play with this thing. We're gonna play. Where's my Cameron Duncan? Listen to this, y'all.
I searched high and low to get your contact information.
That's Fred from Barbershop's Conversation when Cameron Duncan was a guest a couple of years ago. Just listen.
And I was talking. I'll tell you off air who it is. I won't say it on camera, but feel free to ask me. So I called the Mayweather gym, and they said, Fred, if I give you this number, you have to ask him this question. And I says, okay, what's the question? And they said, ask Cameron Duncan, do Top Rank have like columns of fighters? And they say, we don't want this guy fighting the black fighter. We don't want this fighter fighting the Mexican fighter, and so on and so forth.
You're gonna get into the racial stuff, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm asking.
That's a theory there by the greatest matchmaker, probably, in my opinion, ever. And I'm not going to mention his name either, but you know what I'm talking about. And he used to have a thing up on his board, NBF, no black fighters. And when I was taught to bring up a fighter, you know, and again, it's just, he used to say to me, you can go anywhere in the country, and I'm going to leave it at this. I don't want to go into a long discussion because people are people in God's eyes, and we're all the same. He used to say to me, you can go anywhere into a city in America or anywhere in the world, and ask a white guy, and he didn't say any other, he didn't say anything about Hispanic, anything. Ask a white guy to throw a jab, and half of them are going to turn backwards and throw it like a girl and everything. Ask any black man on a street corner in any city in the world, and they will snap out a jab in a heartbeat. And I used to laugh. He said they're just more physically gifted.
Cameron Duncan's words, not mine. The man passed away about 2 years ago now, year and a half ago or whatever. He worked with Top Rank. He literally just confirmed everything. So Teofimo in 2018 was working with Top Rank, ESPN, Bob Arum, and he's backed by the WBC. The franchise status was transferred to him. All he had to do was win. And he just said, if I had beaten George Kambosos, you know what I was going to do with it? I was going to drop it and make it more harder for Devin Haney. So he loses to Kambosos. Devin beats George in Australia, not once but twice. Once to win undisputed, the second time to defend it, and then comes back home. And this kid's on here having a pity party talking about you could keep the black fighters. Listen.
It just seems like there's certain ones favoritizing others. I believe the commentators that are on the stand of ESPN are a bit biased to certain fighters.
Off the record.
No, it's not off the record. Keep this off the record.
You wake up, bro.
I don't think any.
Say that. Don't get into that, bro.
Wait, let me.
Fall into this.
I'm not falling into it.
Brothers, talk about the fight.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about
go.
No, then let me let it go. Let me let it go.
Hold up.
Let it be. What are you scared of? Stop being a about it and handle it like a man.
He stood on it 10 toes down. Okay? He stood on it 10 toes down. So when y'all ask me why I don't deal with Teofimo Lopez, why is there this pity party for this dude? No, absolutely not. This morning I'm reading people on Instagram saying, man, he had this dude so, Shakur had him so wrecked, he apologizing for slavery. And I'm like in the chat like, y'all must not know. And y'all don't know. Y'all are fair-weather fans. Y'all only pop up when the boxer gets his head knocked off, especially don't let it be a boxer that has a lot of black support, because you know how we do each other. All the dude got to do is have a lot of support and have a bad night. All of a sudden he's memed out. Or I'm going to go viral off a clown of my brother. But y'all don't see it that way. It's just boxing to y'all. But we here in the Strong House know it's deeper. We here in the LDBC, we know it's deeper.
Say that it's true what I'm saying.
He's talking to my brother Town Biz. This is Teofimo and his dad. Listen to this.
They can't, man.
It's true. Then my son become two-time
He did it. He did it. He did it. He did it.
And he did it 11 years.
I saw it on
before.
TV.
Did it before Crawford.
And he did it 11 years before.
You can't take that from
And we
me.
still got 12 more years to go.
But everybody can lie about everything else that I did, but
And
you
that
can't
other
take that
bum,
from me.
and that other bum
Can
tank,
you take
come and
that
smack
from me?
us. I want to see you smack us, bro.
Yeah, they can't step to that.
Let's step
They can't
to
that
me.
far. They know this though.
We ain't no bitches, motherfuckers.
But they know this. They can't step this
We
way.
were fucking Jesus. We were God, my niggas.
Oh. Okay.
Straight up. All right then. Hey, well.
I don't know what's funny. Bud got to march him down. This was Friday. Because Tio Sr. always talking. Let me remind you. Well, y'all do the research what happened with Keyshawn Davis. When he dropped the N-bomb to him. That happened. Grown-ass man. Look how he's behaving.
I fought 2 white boys. Beat both of them. I need a black boy now.
You see that?
I seen it. I seen it.
Where that nigga at? Where that nigga at? But y'all listen to coons like Showbiz, and he says he did not say nigga, he said liquor. Because that's what he ran with.
whichever monkey wants to get the banana. Hey, that was a good one. Whichever monkey wants the banana.
That's the fact that this guy came to America to give me bananas and watermelon with a note on it.
If y'all forgot what happened, Keyshawn Davis was lining up to fight. Oh my God, I'm having a memory lapse right now. But somebody sent some fruit, bananas to Keyshawn's room, and he blamed the Russian dude that he was about to fight. But it was really this clown, Teofimo. So as he's playing it, he's eating bananas.
It's unprofessional, and I feel like it's racist.
Bud clowning after Shakur smoked his son.
To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always
You're not my brother.
salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere, that's all right, because you got mentally sat down. Now, on the way out, I'll tell you this. Everything that y'all want to put on certain fighters, you put it on Deontay Wilder. You said he was mentally gone. You said he was mentally gone and he's done. Y'all wanted him done. Switch trainers. Oh, I'm sorry. When Deontay had that situation with Tyson Fury, y'all didn't want to hear it. And y'all wanted his trainer to stay right there. And Mark Breland. And Mark Breland was the problem. Keep the trainer that got your ass kicked. That's what y'all were thinking. Bill need to get away from Dev. He's gonna ruin Dev. I don't see that. Oh, look what happened with Ryan. Ryan's a cheater. And it was proven. Well, I can't unsee the left hook. I can't unsee the fact that he's on drugs. And came in overweight. And how Devin made the fight. He restructured the contract just to appease you mother effers. And I still got super coons talking about, oh, the left hook. And Devin's done in PTSD. Why he fight Ramirez like that? Well, did Ramirez land a punch? The few punches that Devin did land sent Ramirez to the hospital. I understand. You know, I was there. He had a lumped up face and broken ribs. And he lost. What, that's not good enough for you? Fine. Devin takes his behind at 147 and fights the guy that everyone's ducking. The hard-hitting Brian Norman Jr. And here come Tim Bradley. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, let me cue him up.
Nigger.
Oh, man. Brian Norman gonna power box you. He gonna power box you. Oh, man. Devin's going down. Oh, man. What happened? And I like Brian Norman Jr., but what happened? I told y'all, the resumes don't match, the ring experience doesn't match. And I saw them two brothers when they faced off in New York, and I said, Devin's bigger than him. They're going to be very surprised when they get in that clinch. And I know all the stories about Brian Norman being strong, all of it's true. But y'all underestimated the dog that Devin is. But you know what? The industry know, the fighters know, which is why no one's fighting him. There's a list. And the reason why I'm bringing up Devin is because if this was Devin, I'd be getting trolled right now. That's the truth. Devin is the standard. Does everybody want to fight him? I was about to say because everybody wants to fight him. No, there's a list. No one's answering. They want to fight him with stipulations. No, Devin's the standard. The one time he conceded to somebody, they took advantage of him and was caught. All Shakur had to do would say yes at 35, and he may have been undisputed because Devin was draining himself. Now he wants weight clauses. Nah, brother, what you do is stay at 140 and clean it up. And then come to 147 and have a proper fight. DHP ain't conceding to anything. Nobody gets no breaks. Ryan Garcia's cheating, racist ass ruined it for all of you. Hey, you Teofimo fans, he was supposed to go get Devin for undisputed. He didn't do it. And y'all justify this dude ducking. Just like y'all are running around ignoring Rolly Romero's moves. What is he doing? Y'all don't say he's done. He's been stopped twice that we've seen. And the elder, that we call the elder, Barbosa, the old-looking dude, the old-faced dude, almost knocked Rolly out. What are we talking about? Y'all never say these guys are done. That's reserved to a certain kind of fighter. You know what it is? Y'all just recognize greatness when you see it. That's what it is. And the sad fact is for you is that Tio just was not like that. Devin's like that. Shakur's like that. The verdict isn't out on Tank. I need to see more from Boots. But never mind that, because your favorite fighter is on Devin Haney's list. I don't care who it is. From 135 to welter, your ass on that list. And don't look now, might be 54 for all we know, since y'all say he too big, and don't act like Devin won't do it. I read an article a while ago on my live stream. Some clown from Box News 24 wrote an article for them and said, in order for Devin to reach superstar status, these are the names he has to beat. I saw Boots on there. Devin was still at 135. I said, Boots is a whole, what, 140? 147? What's going on here? I saw Tank there, fine. I saw Shakur there, fine. I think Frank Martin was on there, fine. Then I saw Benavidez on there. Not Jose, David, big-ass Benavidez. I'm like, wait a minute. Then Bud was on there. Devin was still fighting at 35 when this list came out. I was like, wait, what are y'all trying to do? But you know what the funny part is? Now, I'm not, Benavidez is a stretch. But the rest of those guys don't act like he won't do it. Y'all saying he's big, right? Don't act like he won't do it. And that's what separates him from your favorite fighter. Now, y'all would call Devin stupid for that, but if it was your favorite fighter, y'all call it brave. Y'all would say, oh, he's trying to be great. You guys are a bunch of clueless haters. No, y'all not clueless. You know what you're doing. You're cowards. And I'm calling it right now. Teofimo Lopez is done. If he couldn't do nothing with Shakur, he can't do nothing with anybody else. If he fights Frank Martin, he's going to get his ass beat. If he fights anybody else at 140, he's going to get his ass beat. As a matter of fact, get to the back of the line. The cats at 140 got shit to do. He don't want no smoke with Keyshawn. He got the smoke with Shakur and got smoked out. He's been ducking Devin Haney. Quiet on Tank Davis. And here's the thing. I think Tank Davis is the easiest for him to even compete with. Oh, no, Drew. Oh, no. No, he got better feet than Tank. Because Tank got a problem with people with better feet than him. And Tank is a plotter. Don't play yourself. What's he going to do? Get Lamont Roach? What's he going to do? Then he said he's going up. Listen, you go to 147. I'm calling it right now. His first fight should be Brian Norman Jr. Because then Brian going to put him in the dirt where he belongs. And I don't give a damn if you agree or not. No sympathy for this kid. Because there's never any sympathy for us. Bronx on deck.
Move!